The morning sun rises, but for him it feels like another heavy day. He wakes up tired, not from sleep, but from thinking too much. Bills unpaid. Dreams delayed. Messages unanswered. Everywhere he turns, life seems to be moving forward for others while he remains stuck in the same place. He scrolls through his phone, watching people celebrate success, smiling faces, new achievements. Slowly, doubt begins to whisper, asking if he is simply wasting his time chasing something that may never happen. He remembers how excited he once was when the journey started. Back then, he believed everything was possible. Now, the excitement has been replaced with quiet fear. Still, he gets up, washes his face, and steps outside, pretending to be okay. Nobody sees the battle inside him. Nobody hears the prayers he says at night, asking God if he is still being heard. The world sees silence, but inside him is a storm. And for the first time, he wonders if letting go would finally bring peace. Days turn into weeks, and nothing changes. One opportunity closes after another. Plans fail. Promises from people disappear. The weight becomes harder to carry. He begins to question himself. Maybe he is not good enough. Maybe the dream was too big. He remembers the sacrifices he made, sleepless nights, long hours, believing when no one else did. Now even his own faith feels weak. Friends tell him to be realistic. Some advise him to try something safer. Their words sound logical, but deep inside, they hurt. Because giving up feels like losing a part of who he is. One evening, sitting alone, he stares at the sky and asks a simple question, God, why is this so hard? No answer comes. Only silence. And that silence feels louder than failure itself. He begins to believe that maybe this is where the journey ends. The breaking point does not come suddenly. It builds slowly. One disappointment too many. One rejection too painful. That night, he sits in his room surrounded by unfinished work and abandoned ideas. He looks at everything he started and feels ashamed that none of it worked out yet. His mind replays every mistake, every moment he could have done better. The pressure becomes overwhelming. For a moment, he decides this is enough. He tells himself tomorrow he will stop trying. Tomorrow he will let the dream go. The thought brings a strange calm, like surrender. But deep inside, something still resists. A small voice reminds him why he started. A memory of hope. A moment when he believed he was meant for more. He closes his eyes, exhausted, unsure whether he is ending a chapter or ending the dream completely. The next morning feels different, though nothing has changed outside. While walking, he notices small things he usually ignores: children laughing, sunlight breaking through clouds, people continuing despite their own struggles. He remembers words he once heard: growth happens in places that feel uncomfortable. Suddenly, he realizes he has been measuring progress only by results, not by who he has become. The patience he learned. The strength built through rejection. The discipline formed in hard seasons. Maybe the journey was not wasted after all. Maybe the delay had a purpose. The thought does not solve his problems instantly, but it gives him something he almost lost: perspective. And with it comes a quiet decision not to quit today. He returns to his work, not with excitement, but with determination. This time, he stops chasing perfection. He focuses on small steps. One task at a time. One improvement at a time. The pressure to succeed immediately disappears, replaced by a commitment to keep moving. Slowly, confidence begins to return. He understands now that success is not built in moments of comfort, but in moments when continuing feels difficult. The failures no longer feel like proof of defeat, but lessons guiding him forward. For the first time in a long while, he smiles, not because everything is fixed, but because he refused to give up on himself. Weeks later, something unexpected happens. A small opportunity appears, nothing big, just a chance. But this time, he is ready. All the lessons learned during the hard season prepare him for this moment. He handles challenges differently now, with patience and confidence. People begin to notice his consistency. Doors that were once closed slowly begin to open. He realizes that the breakthrough did not come when he was strongest, but when he decided to continue despite weakness. The moment he almost quit was the moment everything was about to change. Looking back, he understands something powerful. The day he almost gave up was not the end, it was the test. The struggle shaped his character. The waiting built his patience. The pain taught him endurance. Now he speaks to anyone feeling the same way. Your hardest day may be preparing you for your greatest moment. Do not let temporary pain make permanent decisions for you. Keep going, even if progress feels slow. Because sometimes, the miracle begins the moment you decide not to quit. And somewhere ahead, your future self is grateful that you held on one more day.